What if the talents you have, your skills, your voice, your compassion, aren't really yours at all, but God's grace flowing through you to bless someone else? 1 Peter 4:10 says, "As each one has received a gift, minister it to one another, as good stewards of the manifold grace of God." This verse reminds us that the abilities, the talents, and opportunities we have are not accidental. They are entrusted to us by God. Each skill, each spark of creativity, each act of compassion is part of His manifold grace. Grace isn't only forgiveness, it's also divine power, given to enable us to serve. God's grace is many-sided, like a diamond that shines differently as you turn it. Some people reflect it through music, others through teaching, craftsmanship, or acts of mercy. Whatever your gift, it's meant to be used for others, not hoarded for self. Think of how Jesus lived. Every breath of His life was ministry. He said, "The Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve." Matthew 20:28. When He washed His disciples' feet, He was showing that greatness in the kingdom of heaven is found in humble service. He used the gift of divine love to lift broken hearts, to restore those who were forgotten, to teach truth that set people free. When we serve others with our gifts, we are walking in His footsteps. Sometimes people feel their gift is too small to matter, but God can take even the simplest act and multiply it. When the boy offered his 5 loaves and 2 fish, it seemed insignificant compared to the crowd's hunger. Yet in the hands of Jesus, that little gift became enough to feed thousands. Your gift, whether it's encouragement, hospitality, or a steady hand in crisis, can do more than you can imagine when you surrender it to God. A young carpenter once lived in a small village where everyone knew each other's needs. He had skillful hands, but often kept to himself, building fine furniture for those who could afford it. One day, a poor widow came to his shop. Her table was broken and she couldn't pay him, but she asked if he might help her anyway. He hesitated, but had orders waiting, bills to pay. But something in her weary face moved him. He stayed late that night, mending her table with scraps of wood he had lying around. A few days later, her neighbor, who had seen his kindness, came by in order to order some chairs for the local school. "I've been looking for someone who cares about people as much as their craft," said the man. From that moment on, the carpenter's business grew, not because he chased success, but because he shared his gift. Years later, when asked why he always helped those in need, the carpenter smiled and said, "Every time I use my hands to serve, God gives me new strength to build again." Like that carpenter, when we use our gifts to bless others, God multiplies both the impact and ability. What we give in service never leaves us poorer. It makes us richer in grace. Peter calls us stewards of God's grace. A steward doesn't own what he manages. He cares for it responsibly on behalf of the true owner. That means our talents, our time, even our resources belong to God. He gives them to us so that through us, others might experience His love. Every time you use your gift to help someone, you are dispensing grace, passing on divine kindness in human form. And here's something wonderful. As we give, we grow. Service strengthens character and opens new capacities for usefulness. When you pour yourself out for others, God refills you with fresh grace. Give, and it will be given to you. Luke 6:38. Skills sharpen through service. Compassion deepens through practice. The more we bless others, the richer our lives will become. So look around you today. Who can you bless? Maybe someone needs a listening ear, a warm meal, or a word of encouragement, or a helping hand. Every opportunity to serve is an invitation to let God's grace flow through you. Don't wait until you feel perfectly ready. Step out in faith. The same God who gave you your gift will empower you to use it. When the final story of our lives is written, heaven will not measure success by wealth or fame, but by the love expressed in service. So take your gift, whatever it may be, and put it to work for others. In doing so, you become a living channel of the manifold grace of God. All right, thanks for watching and staying to the end of this video. God bless, and I will see you on the next video. Bye-bye.